We are on lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Giants will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Julio Urias will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you think this guy's tough to hit? Take a look at that ERA in the low 2s last season. If he pitches like that again this year, he's going to be awfully tough. He's going to be fun to watch in this one.
Heading for the box, there you see the young star Yasiel Puig as we are ready for baseball.
The left fielder, Yasiel Puig.
First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
A ball and a strike now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On a line, that's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Danny Santana.
Stepping up to the plate, Danny Santana. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. Puig rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Wow, we're only 2 batters in, and they're already on the board. Leadoff man has a solid at-bat, roping a single. Then the man in the 2-hole delivers an RBI that gets a run across. Always nice to get a lead this early.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Santana leads off second with nobody out. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on, because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. What a great chance here for the Giants to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish. Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing? He's down 1-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The next 1-2 pitch. No one out with a runner at second. Fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Drew Smyly will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Here's Corey Seager. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. Come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home, this would be huge for this team. You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Throw gets him 2 down.
The right fielder, Mookie.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So here's Cody Bellinger. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Back in Los Angeles for the second, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ballgame. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards victory.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey as he puts it on the ground to third. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 1, Mauricio Dubon.
Next to bat for the Giants, Mauricio Dubon. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0. The Dodgers, Max Muncy, he's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Second here with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just the textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Smiley, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 0-2 once more. A runner at second, nobody out. ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag from Posey is right there, and he is gone at home plate.
Oh, man, I love those kinds of plays. Base hit to the outfield, and he comes up throwing. We all knew it was going to be close all the way, but it was right on the money to halt him in his tracks. That was a big-time throw.
Into the box now, Gavin Lux, and he fouls this one off. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The ballman, 2 strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Gavin Lux becomes out number 2 this inning. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Now in the box, Drew Smyly will match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
And now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He singled to open up the ball game. Now the 1-0. Catches the strike zone as he tried to check his swing.
1-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder. Danny Santana will be next. The 3-1 pitch. It's a fastball looked at for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now back.
He almost got him to commit there as we take another look at it in slow motion. He comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Danny Santana. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
2 balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The count now at 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Puig off for second. Fouled off. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
Runner going a second time, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Two on here with 1 man out, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Now here's a swing by Pence, and a ball hit well out to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Puig ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He will score as they extend their lead to 3.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it. But it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
As a look, now the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. On the ground to third. Turner has it. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll move on. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Julio Urias. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pence. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
So striding forward now, Justin Turner. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. One out, nobody on. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man. One and two now. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. Lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Striding into the box, Evan Longoria. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The third baseman, Evan.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
1-1 to count. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch.
4, that's inside.
To third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The catcher, number 28.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. That brings up Buster Posey. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for Buster Posey. First home run of the campaign for him, and that'll give San Francisco a 5-0 lead.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Standing in now, Mauricio Dubon. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Now the 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pollock is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number 18, Drew Smyly.
Digging in, Drew Smyly. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Slider laid off for a ball.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening. He certainly was not sharp. Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Now a ground ball to Seager at short. Reined in. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Now batting.
Well, you can't fault the effort by the first baseman there. He did his best to make the save, stretching to his backhand side. He just can't quite close the glove on it, so it'll go down as a throwing error.
Digging in now, Danny Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the
particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hugh. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run, 1 Dodger error, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Giants 6 and the Dodgers nothing. Here's Mookie Betts. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here it comes. Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. And it's fouled away. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Pence to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up A.J. Pollock. Smiley gets the sign. First pitch on its way.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from the show. Saturday Baseball. New inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Full count now. Good battle. Count remains full. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Betts to the track, to the wall. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores.
The second base.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Wind up and the 0-1.
Oh, that's it.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Count is 1-2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nobody out, runner on first. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. 1 out.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Buster Posey, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. 1 there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets them out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. ready to go for the last half of the inning. Next up for Los Angeles, Gavin Lux. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fans, you don't need me to tell you, it's cold out there tonight. So why not try to warm things up with a visit to one of our many stadium snack bars. Hot coffee, hot chocolate, hot tea, even hot dogs. You name it, we've got it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. And, strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
To the plate now, Will Smith. As he swings and hits a laser to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, these days, you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Flores bare-handed. There's one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Smiley comes set. 1-2 on its way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. They're down 7-1. Coming to the plate now, Mauricio Dubon. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The first baseman, number 1.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Dubon.
Now a check swing here and a little looper. Lux is under it, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 18, Drew Smyly.
Coming to the plate now, Drew Smyly. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yasiel Puig.
Now at the plate, Yasiel Puig. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to the left side. Gloved by Turner. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They're on top 7-1. In now, Corey Seager. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
First pitch on its way.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
With the rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there. You have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Tony Watson takes the mound now as the new pitcher following the rain delay that lasted an eternity, so it seemed, and it appears we're just about set to resume. Mookie Betts is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
One out, nobody on. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
The center fielder,
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. His previous battles with Tony Watson. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Next up is Max Muncy, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. The 0-2 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. He's set, now the pitch. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 7-1. Dylan Floro comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Dylan Floro.
At the plate, Danny Santana. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Floro stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball two. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
At the plate, Hunter Pence. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And this catches the outside corner, strike one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball three.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
In now, Wilmer Flores.
The second baseman, Wilmer.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
At the plate, Evan Longoria. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive base hit. So that'll extend the inning with 2 away and bring in Buster Posey to bat.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's Buster Posey now. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Softly hit to short. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Giants 9 and the Dodgers 1. Standing in, Gavin Lux. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Logan Webb gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Logan Webb.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Webb, 23 years old. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Grounded to short. Santana's got it, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
Stepping in, Will Smith, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. He's around first, heading for 2. Around second. He's on his way to 3rd. And he's in there at 3rd with a 1-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how manager's thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring it home.
No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Back goes Yastrzemski. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
The third baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner towards second. That gets down, and the inning continues. Here's Corey Seager. A ball and no strikes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Puig. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. Pedro Baez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So coming to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here he comes on 2-0. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2.
Helpful.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Pablo Sandoval will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. He gets there to make the play, and the runner's tagging from first. And he thought better of taking that risk there as he retreats back to first safely. 1 gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Hit hard on the ground to third. To second for 1. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires. Trevor Gott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For San Francisco, number 58, Trevor.
Now to the plate, Mookie Betts. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And this is taken outside for ball 1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The center fielder, number 35.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In there for strike 1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 1-1 to the Dodgers' first baseman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch.
Nope.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The left fielder, number 11.
Ready now, A.J. Pollock. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now 9-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Santana. He singled his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. Right to him. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Hunter Pence. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Brandon Crawford will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Brandon Crawford.
Fouled off.
Nope.
1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Mike Yastrzemski is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now that
So in now for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. He comes into this appearance, and Yolmer Sanchez will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 2, Yolmer Sanchez.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happening. This ball's jumping at you.
You know, D-Row, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
Joe Kelly comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
The third baseman.
So now to the plate, Evan Longoria, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Kelly playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
The 2-1. Popped high in the air. Muncy will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please.
Into the box now, Gavin Lux starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Standing in now, Will Smith. And now a stoppage, as I believe, yes, a balk has been called here. They'll say he never came fully set that time. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Sinker, and this one's over as well. Nothing in 2 now.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Will Smith is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Beatty playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 12th round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
I got 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Dodgers down to their final strike. A punch out to end it as the Giants continue their push for the postseason and sweep a fellow contender.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Giants put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Drew Smyly gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Julio Urias couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants, 11 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.